What's up? My name is Ron. Welcome to TimeWalkTV, and today we're going to be playing Jeskai Planeswalkers in War of the Spark Standard. Coming up. Alright, welcome to Arena. This is where we're going to be playing our games. We're going to go over the deck, the main board, the sideboard, talk about what the deck's actually trying to do, and then we're going to go ahead and get into our games here. So let's go ahead and go down the list here. Just go through all the cards, and then we'll talk about them a little bit. We have 4 Ops, 3 Spell Pierce, 4 Shocks, a Lightning Strike, 4 Narset Parter of Veils, 1 Dovin Grand Arbiter, 3 Teferi Time Raveler, 3 Saheeli, 3 Deafening Clarion, 2 Karn Scion of Urza, 4 Sarkhan the Masterless, 1 Teferi, and 1 Expansion Explosion. Here's the lands as well. We got 4 Interplanar Beacons for the life gain, 2 Mobilized Districts because they can be almost free Mutavaults, a little bit bigger than Mutavault, but a bunch of dual lands and 1 island I added in there. So this deck I got off of Goldfish, and I made some altercations to it. I'm not really a big fan of the Mox Amber style decks, so I took those out, added a 26 land, and added an Expansion Explosion just for a little reach at the end. Draw some cards. I think that's the one thing. This deck kind of runs out of cards after it does its thing, and then it kind of just sits there and hopes that, you know, Sarkhan can win the game for him. So hopefully that would be pretty cool. 1 Teferi seems a little odd, but I'm just going to kind of go with it. What else do we have here? We got 3 Time Ravelers. It should be 4. Because I don't have a 4th, I'm going to play Dovin. I think he's really good. I think making a 1/1 is fine and gaining a life. The main thing is once you're making tokens and constructs, sometimes Dovin can ultimate, and that kind of pushes you over the edge. A little more card advantage again, like I said. Besides Narset, this and Expansion are the only ones that have the card advantage. 4 Shocks for the aggressive decks. Same with Deafening Clarion. Op's a great card right now, and I think Spell Pierce is great. Let's go ahead and move into the sideboard. Pretty straightforward. 2 Lyres for like the aggressive decks and the red decks, so you can kind of catch back up. Another Deafening Clarion again for those type of matchups. Legion War Boss is mainly for the mid-range or control decks that take out the removal because you have Planeswalkers. Prison Realm is okay against some of the Planeswalker decks. Maybe Dread Horde. Have to get a little more aggressive with Dread Horde to kind of get them. Dovin's Veto, I think 2 should be the number just because Teferi is such a big deal, but if you can counter him, then you don't have to deal with him. And Lava Coil for those pesky Phoenixes. So that's the deck. That's what we're working with. The main thing is we're just going to try to play a bunch of Planeswalkers, control the board, and then turn them all into dragons and see if we can get there. So we're going to move into match 1 right now. All right, we're here for match number 1. We are starting off a new season. We're down in Gold 4, I believe. We're against Eric Fry. Lucky us, we are on the play. This is great. So it looks like we have 3 lands, 4 spells. We've got 1, 3, and a 4. So we're definitely going to keep this. We have all of our colors. We have a way to interact with them and draw cards. I think what we're going to do is we're going to play this tapped for now. See what they do, see what deck they are. Because you don't want to opt the first turn of the game if you're on the play, because you don't know what you're against, you don't know what you're looking for, so the scry is almost irrelevant. Unless you're in a deck that's trying to do one specific thing, so you're trying to look for specific pieces to make that happen. But for right now, I think we're just going to play a tap land. Don't want to take any damage. He is playing a Watery Grave deck, so most likely we'll get Thought Erasure next turn, so we're going to hold up Spell Pierce. So if we can save our Spell Pierce and then get Saheeli down, we can usually run away with the game against black-blue decks because they have a hard time getting rid of that if they don't have any like Vraska's Contempts or something like that. So we'll see what he does, or they do. Hero Precinct 1. So they're an Esper mid-range deck, kind of like the hero deck that we played prior. So we're going to go ahead and let's opt now. Mobilized District. I don't think we want that, but on the other hand, we do have a Karn, so I think we're going to keep that just because we have the Karn and we want to play 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's go ahead and play our untapped land, and I think we're going to play Saheeli first. What this does is allows us to make servo tokens off of all of our non-creature spells, like our Planeswalkers. Once we start doing that, then we're essentially getting protection for our Planeswalkers, and that's what we really want. We want to make sure that they're safe, so they're doing their thing. This looks like a Thief of Sanity. That's not very good for us, mainly because he's going to steal all of our stuff, and I don't really want him to steal my stuff, because it's my stuff. I don't want him to have my stuff. Alright, another Spell Pierce. Well, that's not too great. I think what we'll do is we'll play our Mobilized District and we'll play our Karn. We'll make a servo, and then I believe, let's see, I can minus the 3. He's not going to hit either of these. They hit that with their dude. So let's go ahead and minus for now. We'll make a 2/2, and we will pass the turn. They will get to steal a card, but we are setting our board up pretty well right now. They can't really swing into us, besides Thief of Sanity going to hit us to steal a card. Well, we'll see what they do. I think they're just going to move to combat, and they're probably just going to swing with just Thief. Let's see what they get with Thief. I mean, they won't show us, but you know, when they actually cast it, they will. Alright, so he's going to look at my top 3. He's going to choose 1 to go in exile on his side, and he's going to mill over R2. So he mills over our Deafening Clarion, which really stinks because that could have cleaned the board up really, really well. We'll see what they do now. He does have his hero online. I don't have any removal spells. So there's another Thief of Sanity. So that is extremely problematic for us. Let's go ahead and plus our Karn. If we find a Deafening Clarion, which we did, then he's going to have to give us the Narset, and he's going to have to swing at this. What to do here? Well, we have, let's see, that costs 4, so that's going to cost 1 to activate if I play my Narset that he saw. So I think what we'll do here is we're going to shock ourselves. We're going to go blue, white, blue. We're going to play Narset. And that will mean that this costs 1 to activate. I'm going to look for something here. Probably an opt sounds good. Don't really care about another Saheeli right now. Mainly just looking to... So he's going to have to swing at Karn with both of these in the air. If he swings at 1, say he swings with 1 at me and 1 at Karn and the rest at Karn. So there's 2, 4, 5, 6. So there's 4 swinging at him, and I can block 3 of them. And I can make a guy, or I can block with that. Yeah, so I think we're just going to say go. We'll see what they do. If he wants my Karn to die, he's going to have to swing with both in the air, which means he's not stealing a card from us, because we can get Deafening Clarion back next turn. So we'll see what he does. Oh, sorry. We'll see what they do. I don't expect them to let Karn live, mainly because Deafening Clarion gets me back in the game really, really well. So we'll see what they choose. This is a tough decision because they want to get more cards out of our deck, but they already have a really good board state, so I don't know if they want to let Karn live. Looks like they are going to let Karn live. That's very, very aggressive. I guess getting 2 cards off of our deck is worth us wiping the board, I guess. Not really sure, but mills a Narset and an opt, okay. And then picks 1 more card out of the top 3. Get rid of the Karn and the land. So we'll see what they do about Karn here, because Karn kind of catches us up really, really well. We do have double Spell Pierce, which is cool. So that does not get killed by... Oh, this is tough. Alright, so I think we're going to opt, make a guy. That's pretty good. So he's going to have a Basilica Haunt, make us ditch this. We do have 3 Planeswalkers. I think we want... Yeah, because then Mobilize District costs 0 to activate. So we'll see what we get off the top. Bazooka Haunt's going to come in and gain them 3 life, make us discard a card. I think I want to discard my land. Because they missed a land drop, so Spell Pierce is still alive. So we're going to discard the land. They'll gain some life, and then it'll go to my turn. Okay. So that's huge. That's a super good draw. That's the thing, though. I think we have to do this. This is necessary currently. We will do, because this can block that. We'll do this. We'll do white. Nothing. We'll do. Excuse me. Z is undo, right? Yeah. Okay. Red and blue. And we'll do Deafening Clarion. Yep. Okay, so we got rid of all of his other guys, so that's good. So Sarkhan's a sweet pickup right here. We can still activate this to block here, so we can save our guys. Yeah, I think we're in a really good spot. If they try to play non-creature spell, then we have a Spell Pierce for them. Now, if it's a 2-mana spell, then we're kind of, up a creek. But we'll see what they do, what they play here. Hero Precinct 1, that's fine. Thought Erasure. We are definitely going to counter that one. Get a token so we can block. See if he... I mean, he's definitely going to swing. Sorry, they're definitely going to swing. I think this is pretty good. We're in a good spot right now. We get to either play a Sarkhan or a Teferi next turn. If we draw a land, it's ideal. Mainly because we get to... I'm not going to block just because he's swinging at my face. And I want to save my servo right now. So, ooh, Dovin's pretty good. Dovin is very good. So I want to leave this up. This will gain me a life and get me a guy, though. Flying guy, which is sweet. This is holding them in check. We will make a token. We will play... Shoot! No! Why you do this? Why you do this? I didn't want to tap this. I didn't. It's one thing I did not want to do was tap this. Because now it costs 0 to activate. Oh boy. We're going to get punished for that one. Yes, sirree, ba. We are definitely going to get punished for that one. Dovin makes artifacts. That actually makes Karn a little bit better too. That's pretty sweet. Alright, so he's going to just play a flyer, get a token, get a flyer. Okay. You cannot draw a card, sir. I have a Narset. Don't even think about it. Don't even think about it, sir. 4, 8, 12, 16. What do we got here? We're at 10. We're at 10. 10, 10, 10. 10, 10, 10. 10. This is a tough one. We definitely want to plus Karn this turn, though. Well, he's definitely going to give me the land, which is great because I want to keep this up. Thank you for the land. Let's plus on him. Then we can 3, 4, 5, 6. I can play. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. Could smack him for that much. I think that's what I'll do actually. I think I'm gonna shock myself. This is super risky. But we'll go ahead and try it. We're gonna play our Sarkhan. Make a guy. We're gonna head and plus. So this guy, so Sarkhan also helps with the hero tokens as well. So we're gonna plus make all of our guys into big giant 4/4s. We're gonna choose a target artifact. And target artifact or creature.
Do I have your attention now?
Oh shoot! That was stupid. Whoops. Oh no. Whoopsie. That was really dumb. Ay ay ay. What am I doing with my life? That was so stupid. I am crazy. That was nuts. Why would I not realize that that's happening? That's so silly. Oh boy. All right. Well, the streak continues of just random stuff that I somehow don't know about and figure out, and oh man, let's play some tight magic right here. We're playing some crazy good stuff. Oh, if I left up a blue, crap, crappity crap. All right, what are you tucking? The old Sarkhan? You tucking the Sarkhan? I feel like you have to, right? You're dead if you don't, since you jammed with this thing. Man, if I left the blue open, whoo baby. Whoo baby, we would have been in it to win it, sir. In it to win it. Alright, we'll see what they do here. They might try to swing at some of these dudes, but I doubt it. And I wasted like a minus on this. Oh boy, oh boy. We are batting 1,000, sir. Batting 1,000. So, can't really do much there. We want to leave up this. And I chose my flying guy. Oh, man. That's rough. That is rough. Let's go ahead and draw with Karn. There's our Sarkhan going into exile. So at this point, I think we're gonna play a land. Maybe we'll play a new Narset. Maybe we'll just keep playing Planeswalkers until they give up. Now since I'm gonna be playing this, I'm gonna use my red and my. How many do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7. Oh, that's perfect. So we'll play blue and blue, and we'll play the fairy. Right, and then we'll minus on this doofus. All right, go back to the hand. That's interesting. We will plus this guy.
Small things that matter.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. He can only plus next turn, so that's not a big deal. And I want to guard all of his guys. So he only has 4 guys. I'll take a swing. No, it won't. No, it won't. Nope, nope, nope. So now we can hold up Spell Pierce and Mobilize District. Let's do that. Okay. Alright, so he's going to plus with that guy. Don't draw a card, sir.
Hold that
Do
thought.
not draw a card. Narset says no. And then Dovin's gonna ultimate next turn? That's exciting. Look at Dovin being all awesome and stuff. This might be hilarious. We'll see. Well, you better do something that's relevant because I'm gonna be picking up this Sarkhan with my boy Karn here, and he's gonna bring the pain train. Pain train is on its way. I don't think you're winning this game, Eric Fry. I think we got her locked up. I think we may have it locked up here. Elite Guard Mage does not do it. Don't draw a card, sir. Gain 3 life is not going to help you. You do not believe it will help. You may untap your lands if you wish. Alright, on to my turn. Hey, a shock. Alright, well, let's put a card from exile, aka Sarkhan, into my hand. Pay 2 life. And we'll go red, red, blue, blue, 1. Sarkhan. Make a guy. Plus.
I summon you.
Alright. Beep beep. I am a Jeep. Here we go. I think we did it. Has he got anything? I've got a spell pierce for it. I think that's a little more than 13 damage, but I didn't count it. I want you to count it. I just hit the attack with all button. That's what I did. Oh boy, that's a 6/6. Hot diggity dog. Look at that big giant guy. Okay. Bang, 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 bang. You did all the right blocks. Yeah. Woo! Game 1 in the books. Thank you, Sarkhan, for being absolutely ridiculous. Sweet. Alright. Esper midrange. Esper midrange. I think shocks are good. Lightning strike is garbage. Spell pierce is probably good post board. Do we keep in the Clarions? Probably keep in the Clarions. I'm not a big fan of Teferi or Explosion in this matchup. I think we'd be better off with like maybe some Dovin vetoes. Maybe just like a, I don't know what they're gonna do. It's tough. I think we just stick to our plan of making a bunch of dudes. Maybe Legion Warboss will get underneath them. No, because we're bringing Deafening Clarions for his dudes. Maybe Deafening Clarion isn't the best option. What if we just do, what do we have, 3 splots open? Splots. We could just go like really big in the air and throw in a Dovin's Veto. Like swap out our spell pierces for Dovin's Vetoes. Because we have 26 lands now. Still have 3 spots open. We can do like Lyra as like a big dumb attacker. And then we have 1 spot open for, I don't even know. This probably kills everything. He's got Basilica Haunts though, so maybe we just toss in a Lava Coil instead of the Lightning Strike. Maybe Dovin's Vetoes isn't that great. What's, oh, what happened? Oh no, I took too much time. What's going on? You know what? I don't even think any of my changes saved probably. Sweet. Look, good thing we got the first game because this might not go that well. We're leaving our shocks in so we can take care of things early. We'll see. And just slow and clunky. Let's keep it. Okay. Hollowed Fountain. I'm going to shock this in to make sure I don't get Thought Erasure this turn. That's big possibility. No, sir. Don't take my things. I don't want you to take my things. Yeah, we have another one. Do it again. Or play Teferi. I dare you. I dare you. Don't do that. That's not... Oh. Come on, guys. Seriously. Stop it. Alright, we'll just bounce your guy and hope that you don't play something that I could have spell pierced. Mobilize District? Okay. Okay. Hey, look at this. Because this is a Dovin and not the 4th Teferi, I now have 2 different Planeswalkers I can play instead of just having 3 Teferis in my hand. So that's pretty sweet. Let's go ahead and play Dovin and make a blocker. Alright, we're doing alright. We're doing okay. Gain a life, plus spell pierce up, and opt if we want to. This is good. We're in it. We're thinking about it. Can't hit us with Thief, I don't think. Don't have a 2-mana removal spell. Scumbly bumblies. Duress. Crud. Yeah, Duress gets me. Take that to Farrier Spell Pierce. Don't take my opt. It's the only thing I can do. I mean, they might take Teferi and just let me have a Spell Pierce. If they want to kill this, they have to take the Spell Pierce. So if they take the Spell Pierce, which they don't, so they don't have a kill spell? Or they just don't care and they're going to play another Thief of Sanity. Huh. Yeah, we're definitely blocking there. Lock. Lock. We will opt. Come on. I don't want another Teferi. That's what I'm looking for. That's not what I'm looking for. Make another blocker. Plus Teferi.
I've got time.
Play Narset. Oh, we're doing it now. We're gaining life. We're playing Planeswalkers. I'm gonna play this Mobilized District to block. Get another Narset. That's the one thing I don't like. 4 Narsets? Like, come on, man. All it does is find other Narsets. Let's be real. They know we have a Spell Pierce. But we do have a Mobilized District we can activate for 1, 2. See what he does. He might swing at one of these walkers. Swings at Dove and I'm letting it die. Yep, you can. Yep, that's fine. Totally fine.
Want me to phase you out of time?
Totally fine. That's also totally fine. Even though it's a 3/4, and I really don't want to deal with it. You know, I'll deal with it. You know, I mean, what do you want from me? We're gonna take the Saheeli because you know we're feeling frisky right now. We're gonna play Saheeli. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Plus.
I'll protect you.
Plus.
These contraptions have their use.
And then I think we'll, as much as I don't want to, we're gonna play another Narset. Blockers, blockers, blockers. Keep this one. Minus it. Find a Sarkhan. Wow, this deck is crazy. Okay. Sweet. So, come at me, opponent. Wow. Sweet, man. Well, that's, I guess that's why there's so many Narsets. You just, like, impulse on a stick. No! No! I love how it lets you toss it onto the stack. It's like, you better pay a blue. Well, I can't pay a blue, so take my Sarkhan, please. I get another try with that. That's pretty sweet. What else you got? Cool, a land. So they got one card in hand. They got stuff this guy can't deal with. But we are blocking whatever you're doing, don't worry. Swing where you want, because it's getting blocked. Pass. Block. Come on. Block you. Block you. Alright, so we may look behind, but we're not. We're right there. Alright, so come on, Narset.
Show your prowess.
Yes. Great draw. Good golly gosh. Let's tap that for red, boys. Alright, we need 2 red to make this happen. We're plussing, baby. Let's go. Bring the beats. Let's rock your world. Oh, I could have swung for another 3. I could have put him at 4. That's okay. So we will. Oh man, I could have put 1, 2, 3, 4 counter on this idiot. Dang it. And then we'll minus to make it do.
I can benefit from another success.
Okay, we'll end the turn. We got blockers now and a spell pierce. Oh baby, what are you gonna do about it? Sarkhan is insane. Insane in the membrane. Like this thing just finds a Sarkhan while you have 4 walkers out and you just clock them for 20. 16, sorry, 16.
Come on.
Each dragon you control. Oh, how about that? Well, let's block. I really hope he doesn't have Elder Spell. That would suck. Don't have the Elder Spell. Please. Crud. Well, I want to make a dude. Maybe I should have. Maybe I should have made a dragon. That would have been cool. Yep, you got him. He's dead, Jim. He's dead. My turn. Opt. Let's opt. We will definitely want that. We will plus.
This is no mere trinket.
Plus. We'll go
I've done the hero thing
1 blue to play. Hold on. There's a red in there. Blue to play the old Narset. Yep, we'll gain a life, make a dude.
I know
We'll keep the one with 5 counters, and then we'll minus to find.
just the trick for this.
We have 1, 2, 3. Well, I guess we do. Well, hold on. Oh, we have 4. We could do that for 3. Actually, I think we do this. What the heck? What the heck was that? What the heck? It made it into a land. What? That was strange. I turned it into a creature so I could copy it, and then it's like, no, it's a land, so you have to activate it again. That was a weird interaction, sir. That was a very strange interaction. Oh, I hope he doesn't grab a veto from me or something. Oh no, did they take the vetoes out? I don't even think I put them in because I didn't sideboard. And we still won. Because this deck is crazy. Alright, we're back for match number 2. We're still in our gold ranking, and we're going to try to boost our way out of here and get the platinum as soon as we can. So let's go ahead. Oh, look at that. We're lucky yet again. We get to play first. Fantastic. Alright, so this kind of looks pretty similar to the first match's hand. We have our shock lands so that these lands can come into play untapped. Got some life gain with these two ladies here, so let's go ahead and keep. This is awesome. Got Spell Pierce, Karn, Saheeli. This two together is pretty sweet. We have our opponent mulliganing to 6 cards, and I believe they put their card on the bottom. I can't tell. Let's go ahead and play our Sacred Foundry tapped, and then we'll go ahead and take a look here. So the only problem with this is it makes 2 mana of different colors. So playing Narset on 3 with just these 3 land is not going to work. Well, maybe. If you tap this and this, I think it still works actually. Alright, another Watery Grave deck. So I think we can tap this and this for blue-red, and then tap blue for that too. So they're expecting us to play a Planeswalker, and I think what we're going to do is we're going to play and say go. That way next turn I can play Narset or Saheeli with the beacon and have Spell Pierce up. So it looks like they're more of a control-y deck. So yeah, we're just going to Spell Pierce this. We don't really want to deal with that. So now we have the door wide open to play our Saheeli, which is awesome. Now if they have a removal spell for it, that's fine. They got to do it on their turn. So we've essentially taken the tempo back from them. There's Narset. That's fine. We're going to be making some tokens with Saheeli and Karn. So they got another Teferi. So most likely they're going to have Teferi bounce, so minusing Karn doesn't seem that appealing. Maybe just plussing Karn might be pretty sweet. I don't know if we want life. I think we do want to play Narset though. Yeah, we'll go ahead and play Narset. Make a guy. Minus Narset. What are we looking for? Our best card in our deck. Yeehaw. Alright, so if they minus Narset again and he doesn't bounce this token with Teferi, then we can take care of it. Kill that Planeswalker. So we'll see what he does. It looks like he's... Okay, he got his 4th land. Sorry, they got their 4th land. Now this really stinks because now they're gonna take my beautiful, beautiful Sarkhan. Like look at that guy. And he's just gonna go to the graveyard. It's just terrible, you know? Like, what are they gonna do? Not pick him? The good thing here is they played a land to do that. My guess is they still have a Dovin's Veto in hand because instead of playing Teferi, they decided to do this. So, we'll see what we can do here. Most likely we just kill... take out Narset with our mobilized district. We'll see what they do here. I'm almost certain that they have a Dovin's Veto if they shock that in. So let's go and do this. We'll kind of take the bait here. See what they got. And Dovin's Veto. Yep, that's fine. Well, the only thing that stinks now is that I can only hit this to 2. But regardless, let's look for another Narset. How about that? What if you copy it? Is it lose summoning sickness? Probably not. So this will cost what, 2? Yeah, that was a silly maneuver there. But regardless, if they want a minus Narset, then it is going to make them lose their Narset, and I get another Narset next turn. See if they hit another land drop. Which they do. I mean, Big Teferi might be coming down, or the Time Raveler might be coming down to bounce one of our tokens. Still unsure. Oh, they gotta enter the God Eternals. 3, 4. Mill my guys, and make a 4/4. Yikes. Well, we'll see what happens here. So they still have Teferi. That was a really good play on their part. So they want to. They're going to kill their Narset to find a card. That's fine. What do they find? That's the question. They got a lot of powerful spells in their deck. I feel it. We need a sweet, sweet top deck here. Woo! That was a good one. That, sir, was a fantastic draw. Almost enough to play both. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeehaw.
We begin.
So I think what we'll do here, we just crack them for 8, or do we make a 4/4? This only costs 1. That's the question. Well, we can minus, create a 4/4 dragon.
Come to me.
We can minus the Healy, target artifact, target creature.
Do I have your attention now?
Swing for 4. Sweet. Alright, so now we have our 2 blockers. Well, not 2 blockers. Well, they're going to bounce 1. They're going to probably Thought Erasure and Teferi Time Raveler. That will use up all their mana. They'll get rid of this guy, and they won't kill one of my Planeswalkers. And then we can kind of clock them there at the end. That might be tough. Vraska's Contempt, huh? Let's do this now.
The dragon does not lose.
Play Narset. Keep the new one.
My prowess is unmatched by my peers.
Let's see what we find.
I have just the trick for this.
You Battlefield. I think that's going to be pretty good. Going to attack there too. So we will. Ooh, that's a tough one. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think we just take the Sarkhan there then. Yes, we got him. Sarkhan, you're so good. You're so good. That's so awesome. Man, he's such a house. I'm going to try him in tons of other decks. So what do we have here? They're like a Grixis, or sorry, an Esper control type of thing going on here. Control-y thingy. Maybe Doan's Veto is good? Bad? Maybe we just overload on stuff. Put those things in. We can put Lyra's, Dovin's Vetoes, maybe 2 Spell Pierces just to have some more counter spells. Or maybe Prison Realm is better. Is that what we want? I don't know. I just feel like overloading on threats as much as possible because they're just removal based, you know? Just overload them. Well, I think that's actually not too bad because we have a lot of threats. Yeah, let's try it. We're just gonna overload on threats and see what happens. Could be bad, could be good. We won't know until we play it. They're taking a long time on sideboarding. Probably bringing in their Elder spells. Maybe I should have taken out some Planeswalkers, but hey. When you got Sarkhan in your deck, man, whoo! Brings the pain train. Pain train. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Still waiting on our opponent here. Oh, there we go. Sweet. Let's get into game number 2. This deck has been absolutely awesome so far. Highly recommend. 10 out of 10 would play again. Alright, Sulfur Falls, Opt, Spell Pierce. Yeah, we have a pretty solid hand here. We'll probably opt early just to get our lands for these 2 ladies here, which they always seem to be best friends in this deck and show up. So I'm actually going to play my island first and say go. If they Thought Erasure, I think I'm going to Spell Pierce it. What the heck is that thing? It's a 1/2 that makes a 1/1? Sure thing. Yeah, we kind of want that. That's an interesting sideboard plan. Although it does make a very, very large zombie when you do the Enter the God Eternal. That's pretty funny. No white at all to play this card, so this is pretty much dead in my hand. What do you got, opponent? Thought Erasure? No, sir. Let's see what we got here. Alright, doesn't do anything. We're going to go ahead and place the Healy. Gain a life. They can hit that down to 3 for all I care. That doesn't really matter. It's an interesting sideboard plan. I guess it works with Enter the God Eternals, but again, I don't know. Kaya. Gonna kill that, sure. Sounds good. Well, let's go ahead and play this tap with a white source for this. And we'll place the Healy again. Gain life, and there you go. You only have, oh yeah, I guess you have 4 cards in your hand, so you're pretty gassed up here. Let's see if they have another Oath of Kaya. They're kind of just spinning the wheels right now. Unless they followed up with like a land to Big Teferi. So they're changing their whole deck around post board to go with these weird creatures and knights and stuff. So yikes.
I am not going to sit this one out.
You'll bounce my Lyra plan. Ugh, boy. That's a heartbreaker. That's the old heartbreaker right there.
I need to iterate.
Yikes. Yeah, we'll just keep jamming it and see if they can deal with it, I guess. If they do, then they do, and, you know, what am I going to do? They'll probably play another Teferi and bounce it and then clock me for 1,000,000 damage. Yes, sirree! Yeah, maybe this plan of just playing a creature is not really the best. But I did take out all my shocks and all my deafening clarions and stuff like that, so. Yep, gotta play it. Can't do anything about it. They have another one, a removal spell. 2, 4, 5, 6. I'm still at 1. They have a removal spell. I think we're just going to pack it in. Go to game 3 because not looking good for our hero.
Might be a bad idea.
The old turn 5 Lyra plan doesn't really work against double Vapor Snag there. The old 3-mana Vapor Snag. Yep, we're done here. Next game. Okay, I see what they're doing here. So I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna put in 3 Clarions. That's the only change I'm making. I'm taking out a Dovin's Veto and the Spell Pierces for Deafening Clarions because it looks like they're bringing in History of Benalia and these weird, unnecessary creatures that are really bad, just to go a little wide. So we want to just kind of neutralize that so we can get our stuff set up. I think the Lyra is still good. It's just unfortunate that they had double Teferi into Liliana. So now that they're taking so much extra time here, I think they're reverting their entire deck back to a full-on control deck. So the fact that they're taking so long on these sideboarding options means that they're going from completely control to completely like creature based with Planeswalkers, and now that they're taking a long time, they're reverting completely back. So making the small change of just putting in the Deafening Clarions does mean that, you know, I will have those 3 dead cards, but I still have my Dovin's Vetoes in the deck, and my deck really hasn't changed. So we'll see what their deck looks like now, but from what I could tell, it's not really that big of a deal. We'll keep this. Probably going to get Thought Erasure pretty hard on turn 2. Did mold a 6, so we'll kind of see where that takes them, but mold a 5. Okay. Well, hopefully they have lands. I'd hate to win a game where they just mull into oblivion and then, you know, they can't do anything. Like, we always want to have a good game of Magic. Even if we lose, we want to have at least a competitive game of Magic. So we'll see what they do here. Didn't see where their scry was, but they do have their land, which is good. So hopefully they can keep it in land drops, and then we'll see if we have a good game here. If they have a Thought Erasure, that's gonna stink, man. Mold a 5, get a Thought Erasure. Darn. Maybe they were aggressively mulliganing for it. Well, we definitely have all of our lands. Here's a history too. Darn, buddy. Not looking good for our hero. Especially if they have a Dovin's Veto to sweep up the rest of this stuff. Or maybe another Thought Erasure. Whew, boy, we are unlucky. That's okay. We drew a bunch of lands, but we draw one good spell, we're probably fine. Yep, there we go. Ooh, boy, a little bit unlucky. I think we passed all of our luck on to our opponent there, in hopes of having a good competitive game. And it turns out they mulled the 5, but we've drawn nothing but lands this entire game. And it's the only 2 spells we've seen all game. So they have no follow up here. We're probably still okay if we draw something, but if they have a decent follow up, we're kind of in hot water. It's not looking good, but we can still pull it off with like a good top deck or something. They know we have 3 lands and then a mystery card, so another history. Man, this would be a great time for not you, but that's okay. You're something. You're something. Yeah, no attacks. No, I have to attack. What would be really awesome is a Deafening Clarion. Pretty unfortunate that they had double history, double Thought Erasure, and hit all 5 lands. Pretty good draws from the opponent. Can't complain. They mulled a 5. You know, sometimes you deserve it. We'll go ahead and block one just to keep our luck total a little high. 6 isn't really the best. Yeah, there's Fairy. They'll probably tick up. No need to tick down, I guess, unless you want to draw a card.
Trust me, I have a plan.
Ooh, look at that play. Look at that play. Yeah, we're dead. Good games, opponent. Darn. I think we jinxed ourselves by saying we wanted a good game. Alright, we're back for match number 3 with the Jeskai Planeswalker deck. Starnon? Yeah, we'll go with it. And for the 3rd time in a row, we get super lucky. Get to play first. I think we're using up all of our luck playing first in these matches. Because last match, we really did not have a good time. We drew 1 spell in like 6 or 7 turns. So, hand's great. Have all of our colors. Removal, some draw spells. Let's keep it. They keep 7-2. We have a breeding pool to start. Okay, we're going to play our Sulfur Falls here just so we have access to our shocks. Let's see what they do. We can always opt and shock at the same time. They don't have any play here. Looking for like a mana dork we can shock or something along those lines, but looks like they are banned colors, so green, white, and blue. Let's go ahead and opt. I think we're going to scry our Narset to the top and draw it, and then hopefully we draw another land here. We have a land to play it, but it's always nice to have more lands. Yep, there we go. Now we gain a life too from Interplanar Beacon. So we're kind of doing pretty good here. What are we looking for? Probably a Spell Pierce or a Shock. We have 2 shocks already, so I'm going to take the Spell Pierce preemptively. Maybe they have like some non-creature spells. They probably don't. They're probably like a Vanafear or they have a Narset Parter Reveal. So my guess is it's like a Bant Nexus deck. So they'll probably have something along the lines of Wilderness Reclamation or this is a Fate, stuff like that. So there's our Sarkhan. That's pretty sweet. Definitely what we're looking for there. We only have 1 shock, so when they minus that, we're gonna shock it. We don't really want to do anything else, so I think we're just gonna say go. We'll see what the Bant deck has in store for us here. If anything else, we can just play Sarkhan next turn, or we can play Teferi. We'll see what they get here. That's a sweet island. Tamiyo, huh? So let's go ahead and Spell Pierce the Tamiyo, and then we'll shock the Narset. So now we're super ahead. I think before we play Sarkhan, I think we're gonna play Teferi. Get this thing going. Because when they play their Narset, we won't be able to draw cards from Teferi, so we might as well do it now while we're able to. Okay, so we're looking pretty good. We have a Lightning Strike, we have a Shock. Lightning Strike's going to be very good against this Narset. If they play Narset and minus, it'll be fine. What does this card do? Target player puts the top 2 cards of their library into their graveyards, and then they draw a card. Interesting. So maybe this is like the Druid deck that tries to get a lot of mana and then play that with Flibble Fib or whatever. And they have conceded the match. Okay. Well, that happened last video, and now it's happening again. I guess sometimes they just are so salty that they either misplayed or they don't like who they're playing against. Just give up. So we're going to play another match because that was not fun. So let's go ahead and get into our 4th match and see how we do, see if we can rank up here to gold 3. Alright, and we're back for match number 4. A free drink. Well, I wouldn't mind a free drink right now. That'd be great. Now, if he's just buying it, that's fine. I'm okay with that. This hand is dookie. Look at this. The 2 mobilized districts and all these colored spells. Well, we might as well mulligan for the first time in our lives. So we have 3 mana, 3 mana, 3 mana. Let's keep the do nothing 3 mana hand, and we'll keep the Dovin on top because he's awesome. He's been overperforming for me. This is the time where we play against the red deck. Yeah, as I say that, they play the mountain. Okay. Don't hurt me, man. Okay, alright, they're green. Alright. Nothing to see here. Just playing my lands, not doing nothing. Growth Chamber Guardian. I'm gonna get a Gruul Spellbreaker. Agent War Boss, huh? Not looking good for our hero. I think we bounce this. 2, 3, 4, 5. We could gain a life, make a blocker. I think we'll gain a life and we will bounce the Growth Chamber Guardian.
Right on schedule.
Just to draw a card, see where we go. Karn's pretty good. All these 3 and 4 mana spells are not fun. I think maybe this deck needs to do like the Drake's deck where it has like 4 shocks, 4 lava coils. Just to have that early interaction for these kind of decks. Now I love Legion Warboss. Cards are great. He's gonna pump up the one hitting me. Nice. Good play. Yep. He's dead. You have a pretty good board state here. I guess you could play whatever you want at this point. He plays a land. Oh no. Living Twister. Yeah. 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 Huh. Interesting. I don't think we can win this. I think we're too far behind. Let's try though. Play Narset, gain a life 15.
If you wish to surrender now, I understand. I have just the trick for this.
Shock. Yeah, I think we're dead. Okay, so let's go. Let's move on to the next game. What do we do here? So I think we bring in our Clarion, we bring in these, and we bring in Lyras. Let's see. We don't want expansion explosion for this matchup. I think we want the prison realms too. We want to just like get rid of their creatures ASAP. We don't want spell pierce. And we don't want... I don't think we need all the Narsets here. Let's see. Yeah, let's go down to Narset. Probably to Fairy. Narset. What else can we cut here? We'll cut a Saheeli. We just want all removal early, and then we want to wrap it up with, you know, Big Lyra, stuff like that. So, I mean, at this point, you know, we'll be buying them a free drink. But this looks pretty good. We have 1, 2, and 5. So we'll keep it. It doesn't seem like they do anything on turn 1 usually besides an elf, so I could have actually shocked this in to be super aggressive, but I think we're good with where we're at because they're playing a lot of mountains, it seems. Not sure why, but we'll see if we can catch like a Growth Chamber Guardian or something along those lines with the shock here. Cinder Vines, that's fine. So let's take a damage here.
You show remorse, I'll show restraint.
So only his player.
Not making this up as I go.
Okay, so we drew a land, so most likely they'll replay this, or they may Gruul Breaker me. Pretty good.
You just let me
Okay, the distraction worked. So right now we're looking pretty grim, but let's look for Prison Realm works. Play our land, play our Prison Realm. Take care of this. We're just trying to take care of their threats as they play them. We want to set up for like big Sarkhan, or maybe find a Lyra or something like that. So we'll just keep on here. You know, they could play Cindervines and crack it, deal us 2 damage, and then get rid of that. So let's just play our Sarkhan. And we'll make a dragon. Alright, so I think we're in a good spot. They missed the land drop, the last 2 land drops. So Twister isn't really that effective right now. They could bounce lands to deal 2 damage to any target. That'd be pretty silly going down a land, but if they really want to get rid of Sarkhan, that's what they got to do. See if they have a land, but they do not have a land. They just have a shock for the Sarkhan. So I think what we do here is we're going to shock this guy so he can't get any more. Nope. So we'll make another one. Does that reach? Oop. Yeah, we'll bring the beats. Missing his land drop, so if he doesn't have a shock, he could bounce a land and discard it to. So it would take him 3 mana to do that, to kill a Sarkhan, but we still have 8 power in play. Oh, so they had a land, but they discarded it. Huh. Alright, so we're just going to keep the beats coming. That's pretty good for us if they discarded a land to make sure that they killed Sarkhan. But right now we have lethal on board and in hand. Okay. Yep. We'll shock it. I think this is one of those triggers that is on resolution. Yep, it is one of those triggers that are on resolution. So, alright, so we took game 2. That's awesome. So game 3. I think what we'll do is we'll keep it the same. I like the Teferis. I like the Deafening Clarion. That Living Twister is a problem. I don't think it's that big of a problem. I think I'm going to take out the Narsets completely and just put in my war bosses and really just go to town on this stuff, you know. Sarkhan was fantastic yet again. I'm going to move away from Saheeli completely because we have Legion War Boss. So let's see how this goes. Just a slight change after board. I don't think there's really a need to change anything. I just want to kind of test this. This is my, you know, second time playing this deck, so I really want to kind of experiment a little bit with some people's boards. So this is going to be nice. We're going to shock this in, and oh, this is going to be a tough one. We might have to opt first if we don't draw land. That's not good. We'll say next. If they don't play anything, then we opt. If they do, we shock it. Land is perfect. Alright, we just need some weight. Alright, go ahead. We have Lava Coil and Shock. I'm going to put a stop on their main phase in case they have a Legion War Boss here. I want to make sure I, you know, take care of it before it makes a token. Rule Spellbreaker. We're waiting on this one. He might make it a 4/4. That makes sense. White land would be awesome. No white land. So I think we just take care of his threats. We'll put another stop on their main phase so that if they play a Legion War Boss, we have the stop already there for the shock. Let's just keep keep an eye on that. It is there. Ugh, that always happens to me. I always play my lava coil and then they play a phoenix. This stinks. That is unfortunate. White land. White land. Oh, man. Well, we might get rolled over by this thing. Let's see what you got. Hit me for 4? Sure. Not too worried about that. What else you got? Oh no, another phoenix! I think we're in trouble. Stop drawing these and give me a white land. Dang it. Yeah, we're probably dead. I think. What do we do here? Well, I guess we go for the. Shock this one. Shock that one. Okay. Hit me for 4 to 10. White source. This is assuming he doesn't follow it up with another gigantic creature. Domri. Okay. Why wouldn't you play Domri first? Hit me for 5. Very strange. Goodness. Goodness gracious. Well, we gave it our best shot, but the risky keep with the lava coil shock and op didn't seem to work out for us, I guess. Maybe I should have put on the bottom. Yikes. Yeah, I think we're about dead here, sir. Good games, opponent. We gave it our best shot, but the white lands were nowhere to be seen. Okay, so as far as the deck is concerned, I think it's fantastic. I love Sarkhan in it. All the Planeswalkers are very powerful. I'm really impressed with Dovin and how well he did. The spell list, a little iffy. Now, I did get this deck again from Goldfish, which was played in Syracuse at one of the SCG events. Some of the numbers are a little iffy. I'm not really sure on Teferi. Now, I added the expansion explosion. It was okay. It wasn't really great. I'll probably take it out. What I think is that it needs more of that early interaction, more so than the Spell Pierce. I see a little bit more Grill decks, at least on Arena, trying to get under these mid-range decks before they can kind of go off like the Dread Horde deck. The mana base is a little strange. I'd probably add another white source somehow. Not sure what this island could be. I know that before they had the Mox Ambers, but yeah, I think 4 beacon, 2 district is fine. I think trying to squeeze a basic in here was not the best idea. I think if I was going to do anything, I'd probably put another Cliff Trop Retreat in there. I definitely want another white source, mainly for our sideboard plan of bringing in like a lot of white cards here. But overall, I thought the deck was fantastic. We won a bunch of games. Unfortunately, we lost the last one, and the one before that one was a little bit of a heartbreaker. But they mulled the 5. They had great draws, and they played really well. So nothing to scoff at there. They played really well. So I thought this deck was great. I might make a few more tweaks here and there and do things a little bit differently, but for the most part, I thought the deck was extremely, extremely powerful, and I'm really interested in playing Sarkhan and a few more decks and seeing like what more he can do and what other shells can really hang in there. So thank you again for watching. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. If you dislike, go ahead and hit that down thumb. If you liked it, hit the thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe. Leave a comment. Let me know if you want to see any specific decks. We'll try to get them together, at least what cards I have. We'll get them together and kind of keep going forward and making more videos and If you want to see any tutorial style ones, or maybe deck building ones, or any ideas, anything you want to see, I'm just here, make videos, have fun, and play the best game ever, Magic the Gathering. So until next time, see ya.